But Dr. Joe Gow joins us right now. Thank you for your time this afternoon. And we want to start with that lawsuit. Your argument in this lawsuit is that your termination was unconstitutional. What is your argument for getting your job back?
Well, why I was fired was because of books and videos that my wife and I produced on our own time and put on the internet. And the people of the UW system didn't like that, and so they let me go as chancellor, and I can understand that, but a tenured faculty position, that's supposed to have great protection. Our logic is that I was deprived of my First Amendment rights under the Constitution. I was also deprived of my rights.
I mean, we did know there would be a media explosion. I think we didn't expect it to be an international media explosion, the way that it was.
What's your response to people saying you and your wife posting porn is unbecoming of even your teacher?
I mean, the best comment we got is, "You're hot in a wholesome way," which is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we were really trying to explore, well, what is pornography these days? Mm-hmm. And it's very popular. I mean, like, you can say, oh, I don't like it, but a lot of people watch it. I mean, it's some of the most popular content on the internet, because that's really how we got to where we were. We were both divorced, and I'm in my 50s and she's in her 40s, and, what are you looking for? They did a second round. See, it's too hot for chancellor.
Yeah. And then there's a QR code. It pairs, let's see, suggested pairing, and then there's this QR code, and if you scan it, it goes to our YouTube page of sexy, healthy cooking. So yeah, that was fun.
It really is about me getting to teach again, and it's not about money. I think really I get more money in retirement than I would if teaching. It's about what I want to do with my life.
But I think also this notion that a tenured faculty member can be fired for activities that they did on their own time in their own internet space is shocking, because tenure is supposed to protect people from losing their jobs for engaging in controversial activities. I know that that's a privilege that faculty have that is not true of other professions, but there's a reason for that privilege, and there's a history behind that. I actually had colleagues tell me they supported Joe keeping his tenure, but they were too afraid to speak up and say so. Well, that right there is scary. Yeah, that people feel like they no longer have their ability to engage in free speech to support a colleague that the administration is so clearly out to condemn. We'd love to run in San Francisco, and we would run across the bridge and back downtown. And so we were talking about, well, where should we get married? And one of my friends said, well, why don't you run from the opposite side? Get married in the middle. So we hired an officiant and a couple of photographers. It took about a half a second before a group of people realized what was happening, so they stopped and watched and cheered, and so it was really cool. We will have people come up to us in the grocery or in a restaurant or at the pedicure place, and a lot of times it's it's both men and women, but our age and older, who will say, I support you. And this one woman came up, we were out to eat, and she came up to me in particular, and she said, I am very conservative, but I support what you do in your own marriage on your own time. And I think it's wrong that you're being persecuted for it.
It makes it hard to understand why other people can be so, for lack of a better word, hateful.
Yeah. It's hard to be called deplorable. I don't accept that. I don't impose my values on other people, and I would appreciate it if they didn't impose theirs on us. And we know that this is not for everybody. This has been a journey for us to explore ourselves as sexual beings and our own sexuality and how we are intimate as a married couple. And I know it's really unusual. So we don't expect people to say, oh, this is the way the world should be, but don't condemn us because we've chosen a pathway that's different than your own.